Hi guys, Kyung here. And so I've decided we're going to work on this door journal, okay? And it's been delayed since December. Because first my printer broke, and then, it's one thing right after another. And I've decided it's going to be a gnome journal and a door journal, right? So this lady, for example, I think I might make her like a fairy or something, right? Because, that'll like match the gnome theme we have going on. I just added some pages, right? So this is like a botanical book page that I bought from Fiona's shop, Miss Paint-A-Lot's shop on Etsy. I have some like organ music paper, and just, I think that this paper was sent to me maybe by Matilda. She does beautiful like paint papers and stuff. And she sent some out as Happy Meal, and I think that's what one of these is, what this one is. This one is this one is one of mine. It's just an alcohol ink spray. And here's like a prototype. I guess I was playing around with the idea of the door and the gnome journal, right? So you open the door, right? Ta-da! And there he is, the gnome outside. So the name of the journal is Knock Knock Gnome, right? And so I just put in a bunch of pages that we could work on and play with. This came right out of the book. So the book that I'm using is this one, Gnomes and Gardens. That's the book I'm using for the gnomes. And then the door part of everything in these lovely papers is all LineDotArrow, right? So this is a design team project for LineDotArrow. And again, it's been delayed since December. I can't believe it. I'm so sorry. So Natalie, if you're watching, I'm so sorry that it's taken this long. But one of the reasons why it took this long is I was determined. I wanted to film kind of the whole thing. I wanted to go through and make mostly the whole journal on camera. And then the second kit that I'm using from LineDotArrow as like a supplement kit is the anniversary kit. Right. This is and I think that there's two parts to it. I'm not sure. This is the door kit. I didn't print all of the anniversary kit. I printed just some, that would make, I think, pretty journal cards and think like, isn't that gorgeous? Will make a gorgeous journal card or whatever. I printed some on regular paper, some on cardstock. I printed some, I think, multiple copies of some. I don't know. Because some are in the book, right? And then I have this came in the door kit, right? Some doors. This is the other half of that blue door that I showed you the prototype. And these I like shrunk down, right? So I have a couple where I printed the page out at like 25% of its size, right? And then here's all the ephemera. So I print out all the ephemera and I cut it all out and everything's all prepared, except for I just spilled everything everywhere. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna move along. So the first thing I want to do is something with this front page, right? And I think she needs wings for sure. Let's grab I think I have wings. I think these are wings. I think these wings come with these like clear butterfly stickers that I got off at Amazon. And yeah, they're like wings. See? Now there's different kinds. We have this one, right? Where it's like both of them, right? Where it looks like it's kind of coming over her shoulder. But I don't know about that. We can always cut one too. We can cut one in half and put it on there. So what if we like cut this one in half and put it on there? That's a maybe. Let's look at some others. What do we have? Here's a half of one. Oh no, this one is just a single one. But again, I think I would cut it in half. I mean, it doesn't look bad, it like hanging off of, because you do see a lot of her back, There's this one. This is a bigger one. What do we think? I think let's cut it. I think let's use this one. And we'll cut it in half. So yeah, I don't know. I swear it's been one thing after another that has delayed me on this journal. And I don't know, maybe the gnomes are not pleased at the idea of me making a journal for them. But, you know, the whole reason behind my making a journal for the gnomes is for them. So maybe they'll stop stealing my craft supplies. Which is all completely made up, but fun anyway. Okay, let's see. What blues do I have? I have Salty Ocean. This is all just standard walnut and stuff. What is that color? Lemon? Oh, that's antique linen. I was going to say, I didn't know I had a lemon color. I'm pretty sure I don't. Okay, we'll use Salty Ocean, and I'm going to ink the edges of this page blue because it needs it. And then, you know, I don't know. We'll look and see what we're going to do. Maybe we'll fussy cut a gnome out and put him down here or something. He can chill out with the fairy. Hang out with the fairy. So, it's Sunday today, and my poor husband has had to work all weekend. Long hours. He worked 15 hours yesterday. Look at this book. Isn't this book amazing? I found this book at the thrift store in the children's section. And I'll tell you, it's not a children's book. It is not a children's book at all because, and I think I even have the page covered. Yep. So that you can't see, but here we go. We have this page and I have it covered. She's nude. And she's a beautiful fairy, you know, but definitely not a children's book. There's some other things in this book that are just, if you read it and stuff, you're like, well, that's not for children. Ooh, I like these guys. Look at these guys. I like him. He looks like he's toiling away. If we put him there, he might look like he's like working for the fairy or something, you know, poor guy. Look at these beautiful pages. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, when I saw this book, I knew immediately. And it was so cheap. It was like $2, you know, because it was at the thrift store. But when I saw it, I knew immediately. I said, oh, I have to use this book. I have to make a journal from this book. Look at that lady. She's awesome. The snails. It's snail racing. Snow sledding in slippery snail shells. That is awesome. Yes, I love this book. It's an amazing book. What is it called? Gnomes and Gardens. Yeah, cool book. Let's try to find a little gnome we can fussy cut and put out on our page. I like this guy. I like that whole thing, though. What about this guy with the mushroom? What's on the other side of him? Oh, there's this guy. That's a whole page we'd be sacrificing. I like the bathtub. We could do the bathtub. That would be kind of weird, though. We could do one of these little gnome guys. The guy on the toad. He's a little large. The watering can. How big is the guy on the watering can? He's huge. Yeah, we may not find something that's small enough. I've seen a couple I can go through. There's this guy. Let's use this guy. We'll use this guy. I'm just gonna tear out the page. I'll cut it out. No, I'll just tear it out. It's not... I'm ripping up this book anyway. So what do we want to do? Do we want to fussy cut him out, or do we want to make like a cluster or something and put him on the page? Because we could do that. I kind of like the idea of fussy cutting him, though. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Right? I'm not going to be perfect. Just fussy cut the guy out. Cute little gnome. Oh, he's so cute with his little lantern. Okay. So yeah, my husband has had to work all weekend and all week. He's just had a ton of overtime. I think this is the third day he will, I think, have had to work a 15-hour shift. And he could take some days off next week if he wanted. But they're also offering him the overtime if he wants it as well. So he doesn't know what he's going to do. And I told him, I said, well, do whatever you want, but don't burn yourself out, right? Like, I don't want to see him burning himself out. He enjoys his work, so that's, but it's still work. And 15-hour-long days in a row without a weekend, I don't know. That's hard stuff, And then my sister, she's been working too, and she switched to 410s. So I'm all by myself. And I was all by myself all day yesterday. And now I'm all by myself today, which isn't, it's not a big deal. I just sit down here and craft. It warmed up really nice. The kids have all been outside playing. I guess there's a neighbor down the block. I think this afternoon they were having a birthday party or something. I don't know, but there's a ton of kids, and they're just screaming and hooting and hollering and having a good time. We could have him sit here, like stand on the flower. He can stand on the flower. He could sit in this very corner down here. He kind of doesn't stand out, huh? He maybe does need something. We could put some texture stuff behind him, huh? I always like to do that. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap. Oh, we have music paper. This will work, like coffee-dyed music paper. Maybe we'll just rip up some coffee-dyed music paper. Right, put him there. Well, maybe we'll put some stuff in there behind him, right? I will grab, perhaps, do I have any, where's my coffee dyed? I should have coffee dyed, right, of this gauze. Maybe it's not in there. Let's look and see what we have in this other bucket of random stuff that I don't have organized. Oh, I like this. This is cute. We can put some of that. I really like it. What do we have? We have some trims and some lace. Oh, we could use some of this. I like this. Let's use just a tiny piece. Okay, we'll use some of that. What else do we have? That's pretty. This like trim. More kind of stuff. Oh, look at what I ordered and they came in. Look at little tiny pink. Look at these. Aren't these darling? They're little puff balls. Oh, little puffball trim. I couldn't resist. It's so cute. Oh, well, I'm not finding the coffee-dyed gauze. We did find some sari that we liked. I really need to organize this bucket. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I just throw everything in here over time. I kind of like that. It's like fall. Okay. We're done looking at you, bucket. Yeah, I wasn't really, not like I didn't have enough time to think about it. Okay, we do have thread. We have some black thread. I'm going to do my thread thing, right? I'm just going to grab a bunch of this old thread. So what I do is I use old thread that I get in, you just find old thread that's too old to use to actually sew with. Especially at the thrift stores and stuff, you get little grab bags that have like craft supplies or sewing supplies. I'll get a bag that has like a bunch of zippers in it, and I want the zippers, but it also has like really old thread, and it's not strong enough, to hold up in a sewing machine, but I use it for crafting purposes. Like this one is really cool. This one came in a vintage sewing kit I bought, right? A really pretty, I didn't buy it, it was given to me. This really pretty vintage sewing case, and this came in it. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? So cool. I use it all the time. all the time. Okay, come on, glue. Okay, you know what? Now is the time to try the new Fabric Fusion. I bought this glue to see how it would hold up against Fabri-Tac, because I'm just curious to see how it does. Now, Miss P mentioned that her problem with a lot of the glues, right, the alternatives to Fabri-Tac, is that they're too wet and that they seep through the fabric, right? Like you can see it through the fabric. And I thought, oh, when she said that, I thought, oh, I don't know why I didn't even think about that. It'll probably definitely need a new, it's definitely going to need it to be put in a different bottle because that's ridiculous. Oh, let's grab my towel and wipe up some of this. This is like, it is really wet, isn't it? It does almost kind of even wrinkle the paper. We will see how it does, huh? Because like if it seeps through and wrinkles look at that, it does. Look, it wrinkles the paper. It's too wet. Well, that's disappointing. I mean, it works, but it's like just as expensive as the Fabri-Tac. It is. Okay. And we're going to glue this one on here. And well, this is kind of a silky, so I mean, I expect it to kind of seep through, but we're going to see. I kind of don't like, it doesn't stick very well, does it? Look. Like I put a good glob, it just seeped into the fabric. It did, it seeped into you can see it on it. But it didn't even stick it. Well, that's extremely disappointing. Do you know what I think half my problem with my Fabri-Tac is? I'm going to tell you, is the temperature. It's cold down here. And I notice that if I hold it and I use it and I kind of warm it up, it seems to flow better. I think it gets too cold. I don't know. Come on. I also need to thin it again. You know, I need to thin it again. Okay, this will work. Tried and true. Come on. You can do it. Look at that. It's stuck like it's supposed to. Should we ink this? Yes, let's ink it. Just real quick. Just around the edges. Just give it just a kiss. Yay. My romance journal's almost done. And I am swapping it. It's a swap. Yay. I'm swapping it with Tamira. Tamira? I don't know. I feel like I'm always pronouncing her name wrong. But yes, I'm swapping it with her and I'm super excited because she's gorgeous work. So that will be done soon, hopefully. And I'm so happy to be getting this door journal finally worked on. Just at least get it started, you know. I'm not, I haven't dove in a lot with it, but I'm working on it. It's getting started. That is, I think, the important part. And now we're going to put him on there. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. I like the text in this book. It's like really cool. It's all curly and... Okay. Mr. Gnome, the first gnome, he's on the cover. I mean, he's not the first gnome I've put in the book, right? I have other gnomes in the book, but let me just use my topper to to press that down. Don't ask me what I was doing there. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? Something needs to go here, yeah? A word? Perhaps a word. Let's look at words. What do we have? Look. Small. Sound. Different. Together. I kind of like look. Journey, voyage, travel. I like voyage and I like travel. We'll just do voyage. Why not? Voyage. He looks like he's about ready to go on a voyage. Right? And the fairy has come to wish him farewell and good luck on his voyage down into the... Well, I guess that's dwarves, huh? They're more into caves. Dwarves? Yay! Oh, it's so cute. Now, you know, we need a butterfly because no page is complete without a butterfly. You gotta have a butterfly. I like this one, this blue one. That's pretty. It's a little large. I like this little green one. I need to fussy cut out some butterflies. Kind of the only butterflies I have left are like the Tim Holtz ones, you know? Here's like a little black and... Oh, I like that. It kind of matches what we have, the poppies down here. So yeah, I'll have a link in the description below to the kits and her shop. She also has a Facebook group and her YouTube, and so I'll have all that stuff down below. And she does beautiful work, and she's such a sweetheart. I love LineDotArrow, like the kits and stuff. I just find it's funny, you know, I make kits, and I don't even use my kits very often. Like, I find I don't use kits often. So, especially like exclusively, right? But I've been having so much fun. This is... And I wanted to make a gnome journal since I bought that book, you know. And so when I saw this door kit, I knew that they were a match made in heaven. I'm going to draw little antennae on this butterfly. Yay. Okay, we're good. I'm just going to leave this to be messy and crazy. I suppose I could glue it down a little bit, huh? So it doesn't get hooked on things. There. Good. Okay, well, there's the cover page. I think it's not bad, you know. It's a cover page. It's the beginnings of the Gnome Door Journal. So the next thing I want to do, so for example, on this page, right, I want to have a door, right? I want to have a door, and we could use this blue one. And I want to have it so that you open it, you open the door, and it reveals the gnome, like I had in my prototype later in the book. So I'm going to cut it here. And... so hard, this white on the white. I can't see my crease line. There. Okay, we'll just trim it up. Okay, yes, this way. I had to think for a second. I was like, no, wait. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to grab... No, that's not big enough. I need my big one. Okay, well, this one will work. The one that I have, that I use for mixed media. You could tell because it's got paint and gesso and everything else attached to it. Now, we're not going to cut it all the way off. I'm going to leave that, this bit, right? So, I need my knife. Be very careful. Very, very careful. Okay, I'm going to start here at this corner. Oh, I already messed it up, didn't I? Because I wanted it to bend out this way. Oh, goodness, Kyung, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Well, we're cutting out the door. We'll have to think of something else since I completely fouled that up. This is what we'll do. I'll do a magnet. How about that? I haven't done a magnet in a really long time. And then you'll remove the door with the magnet. It'll be cute. I'll put like a little tab or something on it. Okay. So this we need ink and we need to glue on there. But first we need to pick what picture we're going to put in, what gnome is going to go behind the door. we'll have to pick a gnome. Okay, there we go. And we need to ink this one. Just slightly, mostly just going over like the white edges, getting rid of those white edges. I don't want too much ink all over my door. Okay, we're gonna pick a gnome. Pick a gnome. Oh, here you are, gnome book. Gnomes and Gardens. This, whoo, that's so loud. It like almost hurts your eyes. Okay, we have the king and the queen. I love these guys. I like her. She's awesome. This girl in the leaf. Okay, we'll use her. That'll be the one that we will use. I also like the king. I don't know about the queen. She's a little... I like this guy too. This leaf gnome. It's got little words on it too. He's saying something. Hold on, and I'll see what he says. What does he say? So, in some areas, gnomes grow no more than an inch or two. Oh, really? That I did not know. That's probably why they're able to sneak off with my craft supplies so easily. Okay. Miss Lady, you're so cute. Okay, so she's gonna go in behind my door. Like this. I'll probably put her on like a blue backdrop, I'm thinking. Let's straighten her up. Okay. So I'm going to glue her on first. I think she's going to go right about here, right? But I'm going to double check because this is going to get glued down completely. This will go like this. Maybe we'll put her behind a green or in front of a green. Let's see, what do I have? That's a little bright. That's a little pastel. Here, I'll show you. Whoa, that's way too bright. And that is a little pastel. What else do we have? How is this one? I like this one. This is good. We'll cut this one. And I'll just use it as filler right for behind her. That'll work. I'll just cut it and then I'll just cut it in half. I'm not even going to be too exact about it, right? Just enough. Now, yeah, I think we'll put it underneath. So I'm going to glue these down first. And these I'm not going to ink. Come on, glue. Okay, good. And then this one. Okay, I can't forget to put the magnet on. I need to remember that. Because I always forget. Oh, and then it's like, okay, plan C. We'll make it work. It'll become a thing eventually. Right, and then we can put her on there. And she looks way better on that green than on the white. What I'm thinking, though, is I'll take my decal edge scissors to the bottom. Like that. Yay, and then I'll ink her, right? So I'll ink her in walnut. Just slightly. Just a little tiny bit. A little tiny bit. I don't know what's up with like the face next to her. That's kind of... but that's cool. That's, you know, who knows? Who am I to judge how gnomes do things? I love the gnome crown. That is awesome. The gnome hat crown. Okay. Yay. Oh, I bought a new pair of tennis shoes. I'm so excited. I needed a pair of shoes so bad. It's just one of those things that's like not exciting to buy, right? It's like, I don't know, like, who wants to buy a pair of shoes? I don't leave and go anywhere anyway. You know? What do I need shoes for? But so I desperately needed, I mean, I've needed shoes probably for 3 years. That's how long I've needed shoes. And so I finally, I ordered some online. So, and they came and they actually fit perfect and everything. So I'm happy. Okay, I think I'm going to have it be up top. And, you know, we have this little bit of extra down here. But that's okay. I think I'll put a ribbon or some pearls or some lace or something. Maybe across. We'll do something here, yeah? Maybe would it be smarter to do it from the other end? Well, it's already stuck. It's already stuck. It's not going anywhere now. It is what it is. We committed. We committed. Okay, there she is. She's so cute. And I forgot to put the magnet. Can you believe that? I reminded myself. I even reminded myself, put the magnet. And I completely forgot. So now what are we going to do? Right? Plan C. We could hinge it. Yeah. We'll just put little hinges on it. Little tiny hinges. And it's not ideal. And it's not what I wanted. But it's fine. It's going to be, I'm going to back it first. I'm going to straighten this up. And then I'll back it with like a pretty paper. Well, page 1 we messed up on, huh? Okay, I think I'll back it in this because this is gorgeous. Okay, move him aside. Yes, that way. I'll just back it real quick and then... maybe we'll stitch it. I'll stitch around it. And then I will put hinges on it. That's the plan. Maybe I won't stitch it. It seems to be sticking good around the edges. Sometimes I like to, I don't know, if I back things a lot of times, I like to stick it because I don't like the way it comes apart at the corners and stuff. But if you stitch it, it just really, you know, it won't ever come apart. Your backing won't ever separate from your paper. But, you know, also if you use art glitter glue, you're pretty good. It shouldn't do that. I usually mostly do that if I'm using, like a glue stick. Okay. Okay, there's our door, and it's backed. It has its backing. Let's ink it. Yeah, it was so cute. You know, my husband, for Christmas, bought me this little set of Tim Holtz inks, right? But and it's the original set, you know, the set that's the most common, right? You would get it comes with the antique photo, the walnut, the black soot, and the antique linen. Right, all four in the little set. And it was so sweet and so cute, but I didn't dare tell him, like, I have all that ink, right? Like, I have big ones of that ink. Do you know? Like, I have refills of this ink. But I didn't say anything. I was just like, oh, you're sweet. Thank you. He is sweet. The majority of everything else he got me for journaling, I didn't have and I will use. Do you know what I mean? And I'm using it. But no, I didn't need it. I had full big ones. Okay. Mr. Door, you're going to go here. Why are you all crooked now all of a sudden? Look at it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, I'm telling you. We're having all kinds of problems today. All kinds of problems. Okay, we're going to hinge you here, I think. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. Honestly, I really messed it up, huh? I think it needs to be thrown into the bin. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna salvage it. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna cut these little tiny strips. So I'm gonna do hinges like how I used to do them when I first started doing journaling, right? It was like kind of my idea of how hinges are, and it's completely wrong. And this is not how you should do hinges, really. I don't think. You know, it's not the most sturdiest, best way to do hinges for things, but it's the way I did it when I very first started. So I took two little pieces, right? And I folded them. This goes this way, right? Yes, okay. And I glued them to the very edge, with the fold barely sticking out right over the edge of the paper. See, you can barely see it sticking. It's sticking out, right? And then I do the other one too. Right, they're not the most attractive. They work though, and they're easy. And you can attach a hinge to anything. Okay, and then we're gonna attach them here. And then we're gonna do something about this. Right, and we might have to do something about inside too, because evidently I cut everything really crooked. Oh, that's okay. It doesn't need to be straight. Ta-da! We have our door, right? And it hinges open like that. Now, see, look, we see the hinges. You see on our paper. It's not ideal. You know, we can go in, and I might go in, like I said, right, with some lace or something or a ribbon. It would even maybe cover up the creepy kind of ghostly image of her, like next to herself. Right? Let's fix this. Let's do something. Let's fix it. Okay, we have this pretty green, and this is gorgeous. This is almost perfect. I found this at the Dollar Tree. This is like perfect. So if we put this here, I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I don't like it. But let's say we put a ribbon there. How would that affect this? Fine. Oh yeah, it's fine. It closes just fine. So let's see. What else do we have? I have this green color. That's way too much. I have yellow. Might work. It's too thin. What do we have? I have these sunflowers. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. I have a gold. we could look at lace. Oh, I have those trims too. That might... I don't really have any green, you know. I have some green lace, but... See, I'm thinking, what about like something like this? Right? That looks not bad. I'm thinking, let's just go for it. Let's just do it. Stop messing about. Just put it on there. Goodness, goodness. Because it's bad. Badly crooked. Okay, come on. This glue. Come on. You got to be careful when you do that with Fabri-Tac, right? I do that and it works. It will push all the glue down, but you have to be careful because it will erupt. It'll keep, because it puts pressure on it, so it just keeps. You got to put your cap on. I'm going to leave it on its side like a smart person. This way. I can't believe I forgot the magnet. I can't believe that. I can't believe I cut it in the wrong place in the first place. First, I cut it in the wrong place, and then I cut it crooked, and then I forgot. I'm telling you, it's these gnomes. You'd think they would be happy I'm making a journal dedicated to them. You would think. What about that? That's pretty. We could put another piece along here or something, but I think it's fine. We do need to put something here. Right, and along down the bottom as well. So let's see. I promise I can speak. What about this? We could just line it like that. I think that doesn't look terrible. You know, we could put it on the edge of the door. Yeah, let's do that. Right, this is also lace, that cheap lace you get at the Dollar Tree. It's like a cotton. Okay. So along the edge of the page of the door. Like that. Put it on its side. We have to be careful because we don't want too much because of the folding of our page, right? We've got to be a little mindful. Okay, is that good? Is it clear? Oh, yes. Look at that. That's fine. We have plenty of room. And it opens. It even gives us like a little place to like hold on to open the door. Right? And then we'll have to do something down here. So this and this. Let's put something here and then layer something, perhaps. We'll do the bottom one first, and then we'll layer something on top of it. I think I might have a thin enough lace. Maybe. What is this one? This one might be thin enough. Yes, look, and it doesn't stick out too much down the bottom. I don't mind. I always put lace down the bottom of my pages a lot, you know, so a lot of my journals have laces sticking out the bottom. Because I usually make my journal covers big enough that, you know, it shouldn't be sitting on the lace when you sit the book up, like on the shelf or whatever. Yay! Oh, it's so cute. So we've got that. That looks so much better with our laces down. You know, we could even leave it. We don't need to put anything here because it matches the green up top. You know, I'm really, again, not sure about these. My only concern is that if I put another layer of lace, will that affect its closing? Well, no, because there's one already on the edge here. It should be fine. Let's double test it and see. Right, so if we took a piece of this and we put it here like this, is that too much? Is it too much? I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it as it is. It's a mistake and it's fine. I think it's fine. Not everything has to be perfect. I'm going to ink the page though, definitely. I could ink it in blue or I could ink it in walnut, and I'm going to ink it in walnut. I suppose I should have done that before I glued down the page, but that's okay. It gives kind of a little bit of a different look that I don't mind. Right? I don't mind. Ta-da! And there we have it. Our first door in the journal. It's messed up, but it's okay. We got there in the end. It's a working door and it's pretty, right? And then you open it. Ta-da! And you have a pretty fairy. And then you can also write. So there's room to write all in on the side of it. So I'm happy with it. It's good. I think it also looks good next to this, particularly when you open the door. She looks great with these flowers. She looks great. And then we decorated this page. Yay! And that's it for today. And then I will be back, and I think I'm going to do that crazy craft challenge, right? With Tommy, I've got to do the collaging using items that begin with the first letter of your name, which is going to be difficult for me because the first letter of my name is K. And I've really been thinking about what craft supplies start with the letter K. Craft, I know that. So that'll be included. Anyway, I hope you all have such a wonderful day. And thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you later. Bye.